top 10 Major League Baseball power rankings. Let's start with number 10. At 10, I have the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are still playing good baseball. They're hanging on by a thread in these top 10 rankings, but what they've been doing out there has been really fun. The back-to-back of Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt has been every bit of what you expected and more this year. Arenado is playing like an MVP candidate, like he wants to win that MVP award, and he'll certainly be in that conversation. The Cardinals come in at number 10. Let's move on to number 9. At number 9, the San Francisco Giants. They just keep doing it. Now, they have struggled a little bit this week. That's why they've moved down my list. They are now at number 9. They're on a bit of a losing streak heading into this new week. But the Giants are still really good. They're still a lot of fun. They do it in a lot of different ways. They pitch well. They hit well. They play defense well. They don't do anything, at the best in baseball. Arguably, their pitching staff is close. But they do everything above average. And that's why they're going to continue to be a good team, and that's why they come in at number 9 right now in my power rankings. Moving on to number 8. At number 8, the Minnesota Twins. I really like this Minnesota Twins team. They're a lot of fun to watch. Byron Buxton is the definition of electric. Carlos Correa is back off the IL after his finger injury. He's playing much better baseball than he did to start the year. I almost think to start the year, he gets paid that contract. He's the most talked about guy in the offseason. He gets paid more than any shortstop ever, and puts a little pressure on himself, which is natural to do it. Now the Twins are playing really well. He's been playing there for a little while now. He's starting to play better. The Twins are really good. They're a lot of fun. They come in at number 8. Number 7 on my list, we have the Los Angeles Angels. They have moved down slightly just from the week that they had, but they're still, look, the Angels are still really good. I've talked about it a lot with this team. It's no longer just the superstars there. It's no longer just Trout and Ohtani. The depth, the pitching, the back end of the bullpen, that's what makes them a good team. That's what makes them a top 10 team in the game of baseball, and that's what's going to potentially make them a playoff team. At number 6, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brew Crew are, here's what I want to say about the Brewers. They have an ability, with the way their team is set up, to not go on too many really bad stretches because of that pitching rotation. You have those top 3 that I always talk about, Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Freddie Peralta. You know they're going to be good. You know they're going to keep you in games. And it kind of prevents you, even when your offense is struggling, from going on a stretch of losing 5, 6, 7 games in a row. They're going to keep you in games. And they're going to be able to, when their offense isn't rolling, to kind of tread water and play well. When the offense is rolling, they're a top team in the game of baseball, hands down. So it's a good combination to win in the regular season. Postseason, a little bit of a different conversation. They're going to have to prove that they're able to win in the playoffs. But right now I have them at number 6 in my power rankings. At number 5, the San Diego Padres. Man, they are rolling. They are really good. Manny Machado is playing like the best player in baseball. That's what he's playing like. It has been remarkable what he has been doing out there. The Padres, even without the superstar, the MVP caliber talent of Fernando Tatis, have been great. The NL West is really, really good, man. That's a great division. The Padres are playing great. They look like, under Bob Melvin, they look every bit of a playoff team. Will it happen? I don't know, but they're on their way. At number 4 on my power rankings, the New York Mets. I don't know what's going on with the Mets and their injuries. They just keep getting injuries piling up, and it just doesn't really matter. Obviously it matters, and it's never a good thing. But that's the thing with this team and the way it's built this year. Steve Cohen built a great team out there. It's special. It's a little different than years past, and they're able to step up. When somebody goes down, they step up. They're playing well. It's a next guy up mentality going on there. I know they have a lot of their pitchers down. Scherzer, DeGrom, McGill. It hasn't been great there for the pitching staff, but they continue to have guys step up and produce. That offense is much better than it has been because you have more guys that are capable of taking over a game than you did in years past. The Mets are still really good even despite all of their injuries. At number 3, the Houston Astros. Those Astros they're really good. They've flipped that switch as I told you they would a while ago. We sit 3 weeks into the year and they're struggling, and I said, stop worrying. Stop freaking out. This team's going to be good. They could be even better than they were last year, and they've lost Carlos Correa. Correa is perhaps the best shortstop in baseball. They lose him, and guess what? They may be even better. Pena has stepped in and been fantastic. He's been more than what you could have ever imagined and dreamed for as a rookie, stepping into the biggest shoes and the biggest void in the entire sport. Then you have Justin come back and become what he has been his entire career, which is one of the best pitchers in baseball. And then you have a bullpen that is now the best in all of baseball. The Houston Astros bullpen is the biggest difference for them this year compared to last. Last year, they won about 50% of one-run games. This year, they're winning over 60% of one-run games. That's a lot to do with the bullpen. This team is complete. They are special, and that's why they're at number 3 on my power rankings. At number 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are back. They have moved up this list a little bit after a week where they get moved down, and to be honest with you, they needed to be moved down. They've changed. They have figured it out. They have also flipped that switch. Mookie Betts hit .393 over the course of the last week with 3 homers, 8 RBIs. It was the pitching staff that was the reason the Dodgers were so good. With one of the best lineups we've ever seen, it was the pitching staff. And it just made you wonder, oh my God, when the offense gets rolling, what can they be? Well, now they're rolling, and they're on their way back up the power rankings. Mookie's rolling. The rest of the offense is starting to play better. Max Muncy hasn't. So, you have to believe he's going to at some point. But this team is rolling. They had won 7 in a row going into Sunday, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are back towards the top of my top 10 power rankings. And at number 1, for a month rolling now, the 4th week in a row, the New York Yankees are at the top of the top. The Yankees are the best team in baseball right now. It's been a lot of fun to watch them play. Aaron Judge is on another level. He's going to make a lot of money, and he should. And I hope he does, because he bet on himself, he turned down the Yankees, and look what he is doing. He is playing like a top player in the game of baseball. He is playing, to be honest with you, like an MVP. The entire team is playing well. Nestor Cortez has been an extremely awesome storyline this year. I am a little concerned now. Could this be the last week with them at the number 1 spot? I don't know, but I'm a little concerned with Aroldis Chapman at the back end of that bullpen. He's now given up a run or more in a few consecutive outings. And then you hear Chad Green. This is awful news. Chad Green goes down. He's going to have to get Tommy John surgery. He's going to miss the rest of the year. He has been fantastic. He's on the top of the list for Yankees all-time relief appearances, by the way. That's a big blow. So you even more so need Chapman to step up and be great. But look, we're going to talk about how good this Yankees team is, how good they have been over the course of the last few weeks. They are the best team in the game of baseball, and that's why they are at the top of this week's top 10 MLB Power Rankings. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.